Good afternoon, Alan Vandenberg here, another episode of EQ for You, episode number 20. Today's topic is focused behavior produces results even in 2020. So we're operating off of the idea that 75% of a person or team success is not their IQ. Back in February of 2020, I released a new book called EQ, Kill the Radio Star, How Emotional Intelligence Can Crush or Crash Your Organization. It looks like that. It's available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and alanvandenberg.com. My publisher said the best time to launch a book is during a pandemic, so that's what we did, and my publisher did not say that at all. So be sure and subscribe to the YouTube channel down on the right. I appreciate that, and stay connected. Social media would be awesome. So on to today's topic, focused behavior produces results even in 2020. If you go online and go to Amazon.com or go to your local bookstore, go to Barnes & Noble, you see all these books about how important focused behavior is. Books like The One Thing from Gary Keller, or an old book called First Things First by Stephen Covey. There's a book called Your Brain at Work by David Rock that also talks about just focused behavior. And more recently, the adoption of things like mindfulness in the workplace to help people kind of focus on the present. These focus concepts and theories begin with how to build a plan and plan the future state. So asking questions like, what does X look like whenever it's working well? Whatever X is, what does it look like when it's working well? However, the future state is only the plan. We have to add actions and behaviors to get results. Think of some of the future state things that are in our lives today. Personal finance, weight loss, work projects, vacations, the holidays that we just had. 2021, as we look forward, we spend a lot of time thinking and planning out our future state, results, whatever they are. But without actions and behavior, they're just great strategies and plans, and many times they're on paper. Behaviors and actions are not IQ, they are EQ. Having the focus and discipline to follow through with behaviors to get results is an EQ skill. In the second half of my book, EQ Kill the Radio Star, I discussed an EQ skill called the programming model. A part of that programming model is behavior equals results, and purposeful focused behavior equals the results that you want. I know a young lady that in February of 2020 quit her 9-to-5 job to launch her own international coaching, consulting, and speaking business. She had a well thought out business plan that involved, you guessed it, international travel. Now, she'd been doing this part-time for a while, so she had thought through a lot of scenarios and planned out her business plan. However, she, along with the rest of the world, could not foresee what was to happen in March of 2020. A complete shutdown of international travel while she's trying to launch an international business. As she adjusted her business plan, she focused her behavior on two areas: building relationships and speaking virtually. By the end of 2020, she had spoken at conferences and to groups on every continent except for one, the Antarctica. The relationships, focused connections that she'd made in 2020 will continue to help her thrive in consulting business for years to come. Another young lady I know in December 2019 received her teaching pin and was looking forward to spring 2020, where she could continue to develop her teaching skills by shadowing other teachers. Great plan until all of our local school systems shut down in March due to COVID. As late spring and early summer began, all the traditional ways of a first-year teacher landing a job were different. As experts tell us, 93% of jobs are landed through networking. This young lady networked. Completing job applications. Oh, by the way, you have to complete a job application to actually work at a place. And she obviously attended job interviews as well, both virtually and in person. Her focused actions and behaviors resulted in her signing her first teaching contract out of college in late July. Yes, she got an actual job during the pandemic. How do I know each of these stories so well? Because the teacher I'm talking about is my youngest daughter, Ashley. And the young lady who launched a successful international consulting business during COVID is my oldest daughter, Amber. To say I'm a proud dad would be an understatement for sure. You bet I am. But the takeaway for all of us, including me, should be this. No matter what has happened in the past or in 2020, we have a future state in 2021 and beyond. It is really important for us to look at what is our focused behavior? What are the results that we want? For me, focused behavior, one of the areas that I focused on in 2020, obviously, was to launch a book in February. But due to all the restrictions and the shutdowns across the country and around the world, I decided to do videos every single week. And for every other week during 2020 and to start off 2021, I've been able to produce an EQ for You video every other week. And I really do hope that you've enjoyed them because I've enjoyed making them. So how do we focus our behavior? Use the EQ tool of the programming model. Define the results you want, the future state for your life, your business, your family, your work project, your home project, your finances. What does it look like when it's working well, when it's completed and working well? And then, number 2, focus your behavior on getting results. What do your team, what does your family need to do, your behavior to get those results? So as we flip the page and look forward to 2021, what are the focused behaviors that you are going to do to get the results that you want? So hopefully this was helpful. I've really enjoyed doing these EQ for Your episodes. I leave you with these 3 things. Find what you do in life and do that to the best of your ability. Don't allow anyone or anything to steal your joy and your happiness. And the 3rd thing is live life every day because nothing's guaranteed. All right, thanks and have a great day. Talk to you soon.